Okay. Yes, yes, yes. It's Raphael Dawkins with the Combat Radio. And we are here today. We are live from Middle Earth. And we're here today with Ask Rick. Okay. Rick's not here with us right now. Just going to have to give him a little text. As you may know. What am I looking for? Oh, yeah. Looking to do the sound check. As you know, Rick is unwell. He's in the hospital right about now. I think he got transferred today, something like that. Rat-a-tat-tat. Well, let's do the sound check. Hold on a second. How do I kill this sound? Kill the sound. Kill the noise. Let's listen. Well, let's do the sound check. Hold on a second. How do I kill this sound? Yes, yes, yes. The sound is nice and correct according to my readings. So let's get everything lined up. Let's get everything smooth and copacetic. Okay. So first things first, let me shoot Rick a message. It'll be entirely understandable if he can't make it, but let's just get confirmation. What's going on? Let's send Rick a message right about now. Where is he? Okay. What should I say? You're not feeling up to it, Rick? You're not feeling up to it? You're not feeling up to it, Rick? Question mark? Question mark? If not entirely understandable. Understandable. And I'll catch you next week. If not entirely understandable, and I'll catch you next week. Let's go. Let's send that. Okay. So we know that Rick's in hospital, not well. So if he can't make it, like I said in the message, that would be entirely understandable. And yeah, catch me outside. OMG. Just joking. Yeah. Entirely understandable. We'll catch you next week if that is the case. But the show must go on. We postponed it from yesterday to today. So let's do this shiznix. Where are we? Where's my first screen? How are we going to start this shizzle? Let's go. Let's go with the first story. How are we doing this? Okay. As a matter of fact, let me just do that. Okay. So, what we got up in here? We got the big boys boxing with instructions how to get rid of the heart, the love heart, blast the heart, total eclipse of the heart. I'll have a look at that after the show. Okay, got it. Sweet. Okay. So we got here the Philip Carl Roberts up in the building. Get well soon, Rick. Absolutement. Okay, so if you just join us, Rick hasn't got back to me, but I know he's in the hospital. He said yesterday should be good for today, but you know, Rick's a trooper. He'll troop it out, but sometimes You just got to rest, and that is what I suspect he's doing now. Get well soon, Rick. Take your time, bro. Take your time. Take your time. And let me just drop the link in there, just in case anybody wants to drop in. There is it. There is it. There it is. There it is. Okay. Okay, so let's get into this thing. And let's start with Tszyu. Okay, so Tszyu batters Brian Mendoza for a 12-round decision victory. Okay. What's going on here? What's going on here? Tszyu was forced to go the full 12-round distance, winning via unanimous decision over the tough steel chin challenger, Brian Mendoza. Okay, what's Mendoza's record? 22 wins. What is that? 3 losses, 16 KOs. Okay, so it was an action-packed war from the start. It was definitely a war from start to finish. As this place? What? The Gold Coast Convention Center in Broad Beach, Australia. Okay, so despite being outgunned by the stronger Tszyu, Mendoza did something of a great job in hanging tough and making the adjustments that allowed him to go the full 12 rounds without getting sparked out. Mendoza hurt Tszyu with a shot to the body in the 10th that caused him to double over in pain. However, Tszyu pretended that it was a low blow, which caused Mendoza to back off instead of going for the kill. Hey, you learn something from Usyk. You got to learn. You got to learn. You got to learn from your contemporaries. Learn something from Usyk there. Tszyu shows that, he's keeping his eye out. He's keeping his eye out. Okay. What's this here? It was an acting award. It was an Academy Award job. Academy Award acting skills by Tszyu to pretend that he'd been hit low, as it was a clean shot. Mendoza's decision not to follow up after hurting Tszyu was a mistake on his part, because he let Tszyu off the hook. Tszyu's best rounds, 7th and 11th, as he had Mendoza hurt and in serious distress. In the 7th, Mendoza was worked over by Tszyu. Each time he would clinch, Tszyu took advantage of the situation to hammer Mendoza at point-blank range. Yeah, hitting him many times in the back of the head. OMG. Hey, you know what they say? If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying. Okay. So, yeah. Very good scrap. Very good scrap. What do I say about Tszyu? I say he will be a king. He will rise in the division and be a king. You know, what was this? Tszyu, son of Costa Tszyu. You know what I mean? The son of a champion himself, and he looks a lot like his dad minus the ponytail. He looks like his dad minus the rat tail. So, I mean, genetically, he's his dad, not his mom. You know what I mean? I mean, Marvis Fraser came in and tried to emulate his dad, but I think the Marvis probably looked more like his mom than his dad. You know what I mean? He probably got the bulk of his genes from his mom, not his dad. So he wasn't the same cat. He wasn't the same cat. What am I trying to do here? I'm trying to do something, but I don't know what it is. What's going on? So yeah, but this Tszyu cat, like I've been saying for a while, he's the goods, mate. I think he's the goods. He's got the toughness. He's got the toughness, and he's got the work application. He's got the mentality. He's got the championship mentality from his father, Tszyu. And yeah, I think he goes all the way, mate. I think he goes all the way. If Jamel Charlo goes up against Tszyu, with Jamel being kind of like a part-timer these days, one fight in 2 years, I don't like it. I never liked it in the first place. I never liked it last year. I don't like it for Jamel. Tszyu is just too much on it, mate. He's just too much on it. You know what I mean? And with Jamel being somewhat of a part-timer, and now he's got that big pay packet. We might not see him for another year. Although I think he's been ordered to fight somebody else. I heard he's been ordered to fight somebody else. So that's going to be interesting. What people saying. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. I'm going to get into the comments in a second. I just need to check something. Did I just get a message? What am I looking for? Oh. Let's have a look at this right here. Okay. Let's have a look. Okay, let's check. Let's just check. Let's check the messages. Rick's a trooper, mate. Rick's a trooper. Ricky Trooper. That's what I'm going to call him. Rick says tomorrow. What am I going to do then? I'm going to change the title of this show. Kind of have to ask Rick's. And I'm back to back. He wants to do it tomorrow. I don't know. Maybe Thursday. Let me say, how about Thursday? How about Thursday? Okay, so I'll text back Rick. How about these? Text back tomorrow. I say, how about Thursday? Should have put a question mark in that. How about Thursday? Yeah. Okay. So Rick wants to do it, but I think he needs the rest. Let's be honest. I think he needs the rest. Let's get into some of these comments. Hold on. We're live. Traveling to LA. All right, then next week then, Rick. Okay, next week then, Rick. Tomorrow. Okay, next week then, Rick. Okay, next week then, Rick. Not available tomorrow. What? Available tomorrow. Boom. Get well, buddy. Get well, buddy. Okay. Well, buddy, Rick gives a thumbs up. Okay, Rick will be here next week. You know, the man's in hospital. Cut him some slack, you know. Health is wealth. Health comes first. What we saying, Rick? Trying. Okay. That's all you can do. That's all you can do. That's all you can do, my friend, my man. Try. That's all you can do. Try. All right. Let's give him a thumbs up. Let's give him a thumbs up. Where's the thumbs? Oh, there it is. Oh. What the hell's going on? What the hell's going on? Only giving me the option of putting a bit of color in the thumb. There we go. That's all you can do, my friend. Yeah. Okay. Tszyu is number one at 154 until Charlo comes back down and proves he is better. Yes. But Charlo's holding the belts. He's holding the belts. Where is he? Hold on. Jamel's holding what? He's holding the WBC, the WBA, the IBF. You know what I'm saying? Hold on. How long? And the what? And the WBO. Oh no. And they stripped him of one of them. I need to update this list. I know he's been stripped of one of the belts. Oh, hold on a second. Hold on. Oh, Tszyu has been awarded the WBO. Tim Tszyu. He's been awarded the WBO. Okay. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. WBO interim world super welter. WBO interim. So he got that. He got that when he beat Harrison. He got that when he beat Harrison. Almost lost that. The 3rd of the 12th. 12th of the 3rd. The 12th of the 3rd. You do the Americans, they do their what do you call it? The dates different to us. They do the month, then the day, then the year. We do the day, the month, then the year. So you do it different. So that was, what was that? The 12th of March. Okay, so he became the interim world super welter against Tony Harrison. And he defended it against Carlos Ocampo. That was a first round finish. Tony Harrison was a 9th round finish. And now he's been elevated since Jamel Charlo has been stripped of his WBO belt. And Brian Mendoza has been elevated to the WBO World Super Welter. Charlo needs to come and clear this up, clear up the mess. What should Charlo do next? Who should Charlo fight next? Should it be Crawford, or should it be Tim Tszyu? Tim Tszyu has been waiting patiently. 25-0, 24-0, 17 KOs. Father of a champion. Yeah, give the man his scrap. Give the man his fight. Oh, did I just get another message? Hold on. So, folks, if you didn't hear, if you didn't know, Rick's not well. Rick's in the hospital. I think he's being transferred to another hospital today. So Said I'll be here tomorrow, but no. I said, listen, Rick, rest up, Rick, rest up. Because he was supposed to be here yesterday, and he said tomorrow, which is today. So obviously he wants to do it, but he's taxing himself too much. I said, Rick, just rest up, my man. Rest up, relax, rest up, and come back next week, not tomorrow, because tomorrow never comes. So rest up and come next week. Let's have a listen. Let's have a look. He's one tough son of a you know what. Oh, they showed the replay. They're saying it was low now. They're saying it was low now. Dang. Big punches landed. Got to fight to the ref. Low or no. Absolutement. I think Tim has a ministry. Yeah. More spiteful. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, he might do. He might be more spiteful than his dad. He might be more spiteful than his dad. Rick is the only boxing source he trusts, and that's the hyphy. There we go. We're in the right place. Rick ain't going to be here today. Have to change the name of this show. The Boxing Talk with Rafi. Yeah, but Rick's ill, but health is well, so health comes first. Says he wants to come on and says he's available tomorrow. I said, nah, Rick, you just heal up, mate. You just heal up, mate. If Mel comes back down and fights Tim, I reckon he will get knocked the F out badly. That running shizzle won't work against Tim. Well, I've had Tim winning that fight from for some time. Tim is a young. How old is he? 28. Okay, so it's 28, still on the young side for boxing. Coming into his prime now. Yeah, should be coming to his prime. What, 28 to 32? Yeah, should be in his prime now. 28 to 32. Those should be golden years, make the most of them. So, yeah, I've had him winning that fight for a long time. Let's have a look. Yeah, I think that's correct. I think I saw it somewhere. Charlo has been ordered to fight his IBF Mando Bakram Murtazilev. Okay, so that might be a good thing for Charlo. Don't want to go in there against Tim unless you're super serious. Yes, take it easy, Rick. Take it easy. Let's have a look. Mr. Coates is up in the building. Charlo's reputation has been diminished after that performance against Canelo. Nobody to paying to see him again. Well, yeah, that could be a problem. He got a big paycheck, but he didn't cover himself in glory. He did not cover himself in glory. That's the Mr. Coates. So we go to the Aaron Daly. Salute to the Red Combat Radio Nation. Absolutement. Don't know if you've heard, Aaron, but Rick won't be joining us today. Rick is still in hospital. They transferred him today. He said he's available for tomorrow. I said, nah, Rick, you rest up, bro. You rest up, brother. Supposed to do it Monday. He said tomorrow, which is today. And then you're supposed to do it today. He said tomorrow, which is Wednesday. I said, nah, Rick, you want to do it. I know you do, but you ain't well, bro. You ain't well. You rest up for another week. Get some energy. Get that vegetable soup up in you. You know what I mean? Let's have a look. Tszyu has the WBO. Mendoza has the WBA interim. So does that make Tszyu WBA Mando for Charlo? One question nobody seems to be asking. Let's have a listen. Tszyu has the WBO. Mendoza had the WBA interim. So does that make Tszyu WBA Mando for Charlo? Bloody hell. That's a good point. Well, you're going to have to wait for the WBA on that one. That's a very good point. Yeah, I would have asked Rick that. Yeah, he's clearly going to pick Bakram Murtazilev. Yeah, he's going to clearly pick him. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, so that's Tszyu. That's Tszyu. Is Tszyu the WBA cat? Is he the WBA cat now? Is he going to be the WBA mandatory now? That's an interesting question. Interesting question. That's one for Rick. That's one for Rick. Well, we got to ask him. Okay. Okay. Let us move on. Let us move on. Okay, let's get the screen right. Let's get the screen right. Okay. So, un momento, mami, slow your tempo. Let's have a look over here. Let's have a look what's going on. Yep, sweet. Okay, so Akalmani, Alim Connolly. Yeah, that's what I call him. Alim Connolly. Alim Connolly. Yak, Yanibek. Yanibek. Alim Connolly. Okay, that's what I'm gonna call him. Okay, so Yanibek Connolly stops Gaultieri to unify. Okay, so WBO champion Yanibek Connolly stopped IBF champ Vincenzo Gaultieri in the 6th round after some, I wouldn't call it sparkling. You wouldn't call it sparkling after 5 sparkling. You wouldn't call it sparkling, but very effective. Alimi Connolly is not a spectacular type of boxer. He's more of a workman type. He's more of a workman type boxer. He's kind of like a less I don't want to say lesser than Bivol, but he's built along the Bivol lines, but perhaps without Bivol's level of perhaps he hasn't achieved the level that Bivol has achieved. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he's reached the level that Bivol has achieved, but he's along them Bivol lines. Yanibek Alim Connolly. I wonder where he comes from. That's one of them Eastern Bloc cats, one of them Russian cats, one of them Russian states type of places. Let's have a look. Where does he come from? Where does it? Oh Lord, where does this cat come from? Alim Connolly. Hold on, let's get him up. Let's get him up. Okay. Yeah. Pro boxer. Ali McConnelly. Okay. He comes from Kazakhstan. Remember Borat? Hold on a second. Yeah, same place where Borat came from. You know what I mean? So it's got a good pedigree. Hold on. Kazakhstan indeed. Kazakhstan. How old is he? He's 30. Division middle. Southpaw. 5'11". 71.5-inch reach. Currently residing in Oxnard, California, Kazakhstan. Okay. 15-0. Yeah, so he's like a Bivol light. Like a Bivol light. Not quite as effective, but along those similar lines. Cut from a similar cloth. Yeah, I think that's how it go. Bruce Gas, boxing, jazz, and more. up in the building. How do you do? Okay, so let's talk about that fight. Okay, so Ali Connolly stopped IBF champ Vincenzo Gaultieri in the 6th round. In the co-feature, it was a co-feature of the the 2020 Olympian silver medalist Keyshawn the Businessman Davis defeated by majority decision Naher Wu Albright. Could have done with Rick talk about that fight. I didn't watch that one. Okay, so getting back to McConnelly. All right. What's the key? What's the key points here? So hold on a sec. What we got? So McConnelly is now the holder of the IBF middleweight strap and the WBO. So we got Jamal Charlo with the WBC. Jamal. We got Erisandi Lara, with the WBA. Now we got Yanibek Ali McConnelly with the IBF and Yanibek Ali McConnelly, the WBO. So, you could argue he's the middleweight boss now. It ain't Jamal, who ain't fought in over 2 years. You could say that Yanibek Ali McConnelly is the man at middleweight now. Well, who's he looking at? Who does he want next? Who does he want next after taking care of Gaultieri to unify? Okay. So, what's going on? Big Charlo should fight Yanibek. No way should he be fighting Jose Benavides. That dude is shot, not to mention he was a career welterweight. It's a joke. Besides, Yanibek 160 is dead. For real. My sister is the best OMG. That's Borat talking, by the way. That's not Big Boys. That's Borat. It's Borat talking. What's this? Big risk, little reward. Big risk, little reward for Yanibek, but the cat. When the cat started his career, pro career, 2016. What's that now? That's 4 + 3. 7 years in the game, 15 fights. Who wins? Who would win between Big Charlo and Yanibek? You know what? That sounds like a poll. That deserves its own poll. It really does. Let's get this right. Where is it? Close that. That deserves its own poll. Okay, who wins? Who wins? Let's copy his name. Copy. Paste. Yanibek or Jamal? Yanibek or Jamal? Let's have a poll. Have not polled in a while. We got a poll now. The poll is up. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button. Hit that share button. Okay. So as we move on, what's this here? As we move on, we go to our third piece. We go to our third piece of the evening. Where is it? Let's have a look at it. Let's have a look at it. That's not it. That's not it. Let's have a look. See if I can pull this one up. This is quite funny, actually. Let's cut that and let's share this. Gotta do it. Gotta do it. Gotta do it. You gotta talk about it. The whole boxing world's talking about it. Twitter's talking about it. The whole boxing space is talking about it. Even Ryan Garcia tweeted about it. Ryan Garcia tweeted, "This must never happen again." Someone in the comment section wrote, "These are your promoters, ain't they? You find their platform. What are you talking about?" That was a bit of a zinger. That was a bit of a zinger. Damn, shame I can't have two polls going at the same time. I need another poll. Who won? So I'm asking you, the people, who won? Who won? KSi or Tommy? OMG. How many people watched it? Yeah, I admit I watched it. I did a video. Hold on. Have I highlighted that? No. Why didn't I? Why not? There it is. That's the question. That's the other question. The first question is, who wins? Yanibek or Jamal Charlo? That's in the poll. And the second question is, right about now, who won? KSi or Tommy? So get your answers to that one in. Smash that like button. Let's talk about it. Okay, so Tommy Fury, stepbrother of Tyson Fury. Same father, different mother. I believe Tommy's mother is from Mauritius. A woman of color from the island of Mauritius. I believe that's off somewhere near India, somewhere off the coast of India, Mauritius, one of them islands, if I'm not mistaken. And he's a pro boxer. He's made millions upon millions fighting these so-called YouTube boxers, whom he's supposed to be miles ahead of. But we saw him go the distance with Jake Paul, and now, in my humble opinion, we saw him lose to KSi. I think the second round was a 10-8. He got deducted a point. Tommy, that is. It was a 6-round fight because of Tommy's, I think the thinking behind that was because of the weight discrepancy. Tommy being clearly the bigger, heavier man. So he made 6 rounds rather than 8 to kind of balance it out. I think it worked rather well. So the second round was a 10-8 round. The 5th round, I marked as a draw. Where's my scorecard? I think I got it right in front of me, don't I? Yeah, I got it right here. I got it right here. So first round, 10-9, KSi. Second round, 10-8, KSi. Third round, where's the third round? Oh, that was 10-9, Tommy Fury. Fourth round, 10-9, Tommy Fury. Fifth round, 10-10, draw. 6th round, 10-9, KSi. Final score, 58 KSi to 56 Tommy Fury. OMG. The boxer, the pro boxer, my scorecard gets beat by a misfit YouTube boxer. OMG. It's crazy, yo. Shizzler's crazy, yo. It's crazy that a pro boxer is getting outboxed by a misfit, by a YouTuber. Madness, I tell you, madness. Utter, complete, and utter madness. Okay. And what was this I hear? What was this I hear about Azeez and Buatsi being off? How many windows have I got open? I don't want too many. Let's close some down before we look into that. Hold on. What is this here? Yeah, let's close that one down too. Don't want no lagging. Azeez, boxer. Hold on. Let's have a look at this. Azeez. Let's have a look at this. Uh-oh. It's true after all. I think I glimpsed it somewhere. And unfortunately, it appears I can't confirm right here on the Raphael Dawkins Combat Radio. Do we need to get that up a little bit? I can't confirm on the Raphael Dawkins Combat Radio that Buatsi versus Azeez British battle has been postponed after Azeez suffers back injury in the final training session. Oh, wow. That's brutal. Buatsi had been set to face Azeez in a crucial light heavyweight clash at the O2 this Saturday night on Sky Sports. Boxer CEO Ben Shalom says fight night still expected to go ahead with a card featuring Isaac Chamberlain versus Mikel Lual. Chamberlain versus Lual. People will be looking forward to that one because there's been a lot of back and forth betwixt the two. But that is very, very disappointing. That was going to be a very interesting fight, one I expected Joshua Buatsi to win. But still, I was looking forward to it. Azeez suffers a back injury in the final training session. So, Isaac Chamberlain will be fighting Mikel Lawal for the British Cruiserweight title in a fight which has been talked about for months. Okay. Health and safety has to come first. It's a dangerous sport as it is. Key for us now is to make sure the event goes ahead on Saturday and we get those brilliant fights on. Oh dear. Oh dear. Highly unfortunate. Highly unfortunate. So I don't know. How serious is the injury? When does this eventually go ahead? Those are all questions which are up in the air. But for the time being, all we can say is get well soon, Dan Azeez. OMG. OMG. Let's drop that down. As a matter of fact, rat-tat-tat-tat. Just let's have a look. Let's have a look at this here. Let me just check something. Let me just check something. Oh. Okay. It should be interesting news. Interesting news, and it's fresh, hot off the press. It's regarding Frank Warren's appeal. And Frank Warren is disappointed by a WBA verdict regarding Usyk versus Dubois low blow. So Warren appealed the alleged low blow placed on Usyk's middle section by Daniel Dubois. It has been adjudged by the WBA that the blow was low. Promoter Frank Warren says he will appeal the appeal. So Frank Warren is going to appeal the appeal to the controversial low blow sequence during a heavyweight title fight between his client Daniel Dubois and champion Alexander Usyk. Warren says, "We're hoping to overturn Usyk's 9th round stoppage of Dubois this past August in Poland, because they argue that Usyk benefited from the referee's blunder during the 5th round, when Dubois sent Usyk crashing to the canvas with a shot to the midsection. Referee Louis Pabon deemed it a low blow." Well, did he deem it a low blow, or did Usyk deem it a low blow? And gave Usyk nearly 4 minutes to collect himself. Dubois and Queensbury believed the shot to be legitimate and also took issue with what they felt was Pabon's lack of good instruction. Okay, so WBA upheld the referee's decision, and that decision stands. But Frank Warren assures us he will be appealing. He will be appealing. Okay. So, what are we saying now? That decision stands. Drop that down. Let's go back and have a look. Okay. Okay. So, more news from the UK. Leigh Wood formally vacates his WBA featherweight title as he eyes a title shot in the 130-pound division. Okay, so Leigh Wood will continue with his present vision for the rest of his already thrilling career. That journey will no longer include the WBA featherweight title, as Wood formally vacated the title he regained earlier this year, as he will plan to campaign in the 130-pound division. Okay, so Wood says, we're writing to formally confirm that Leigh Wood has decided to vacate his title with immediate effect. Matchroom Boxing's Tom Dallas informed the WBA on Tuesday in an official notice obtained by the rdcr that Leigh has had a remarkable journey as a WBA featherweight champion, and we appreciate the opportunities he has been afforded during this time. The development comes just 10 days after Wood's come from behind 7th round knockout of countryman and former IBF featherweight titleist Josh Warrington. Wood trailed on all three scorecards through 6 rounds, but dropped Warrington just before the bell, after which point referee Michael Alexander deemed him unfit to continue. Oh dear. Okay. So it was the first successful defense of Wood's second reign. Now things gonna change. Things gonna change. Okay. So he's made a decision. He's moving on. He's moving up. That's Leigh Wood formally vacates his WBA featherweight championship. Yep, it was a good KO. It was a good KO. Warrington was indeed all over the place. He was like a drunken man as he just steps out of the pub and fresh air hits him, and all of a sudden the world starts spinning. That's what it looked like to me. OMG. And as we keep this thing moving, as we move, let's drop that down. Let's go into this. Let's go into this. Let's have a little looky. Let's get this up on the screen. Let's share. Okay, for those just joining us, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that share button. Hold on a second. Okay, let's get that in. Okay, like, subscribe, and share. Okay, so, for those just joining us, as I mentioned earlier in the program, rickglaser is in the hospital right about now. Been in the hospital for about 8 days. And so he was supposed to come on last night. Wasn't feeling good. He said, make it tonight. And do it tomorrow. So I made it tomorrow. Still not feeling well. So he said, come on tomorrow. I said, nah, Rick. What you need to do is rest. Get some rest and recuperation. So Rick will be back with us probably Monday of next week. But we only found out that he couldn't make it during the course of the program. But of course, the man's in hospital. You gotta cut him some slack. Man's got to rest. I didn't know that he wouldn't be with us until after the show started. Okay, rest up, Rick. Rest up. We move as we move. Paramount shutting down Showtime Sports. Boxing programming coming to an end for Showtime. Okay, let's have a look at this. Let's have a look at this. Paramount shutting down Showtime Sports. Okay, so in a major blow for fans, Showtime Sports boxing coverage will be discontinued by Paramount Global at the end of 2023. It's been talked about Showtime leaving boxing for a while, but now it's finally out in the open. Okay, so first it was HBO, and now it's Showtime getting out of boxing, which narrows the choices for people down to ESPN, The Zone, and possibly Amazon Prime. Who is to blame? I know a lot of fans are pointing fingers at BBC for the mismatches. Showtime Sports President Steven Espinosa says boxing will continue to be covered on their network until the end of the year. Espinosa, who's been with Showtime for the last 12 years since 2011, will be laid off, according to Sports Business Journal. OMG. Steven Espinosa out of a job, damn. Will he be signing on? Will he be signing on? No laughing matter. This move means that PBC, the company providing boxing entertainment for Showtime, will have to shop for another broadcast deal. OMG. Wouldn't it be amazing? Wouldn't it be funny if The Zone, if PBC signed with The Zone? Wouldn't it be funny if the BBC, Al Heyman, signed up to have their fights shown on The Zone, the platform used by their declared enemy, Eduardo Hearns. OMG. So PBC will have to shop around for another broadcast deal. As reported, PBC boss Al Heyman is looking at Amazon Prime and The Zone as potential landing spot. That's too funny. That's too funny. PBC comes to The Zone. I should make a video about that, should I not? That would be hilarious. That would cause much butt hurt. Much butt hurt. You know, the PBC crew, the LDBC, they're going to be reaching, what's that thing called? They're going to be reaching out for the preparation H. The PBC, the LDBC are going to be reaching out for their preparation H. Let's have a look. Let's get some images going. Preparation H. Let's bring that up. Let's bring it up for all those who don't know. Where is it? This is what the PBC, the LDBC are going to be reaching for. Where is it? Hey, if you run out of that stuff over in America, you know, we can get in contact with the Rafi. I can send out a few crates. I can send over a few crates to be shipped over to the US of A. What does it say? Let me enlarge it for you, just in case you can't read it. You see it now? What does it say? It says quickly absorbed. So if you need pain relief real quick, it's quickly absorbed. It moisturizes the anal area. And, you know, if the pain's making you itch, it deals with that too. So, any LDBC who needs the RDC to send out any pain relief for this news, you just DM me. Just DM me. It looks like the PBC might be coming to the zone. OMG for the PBC. What's going on here? What's going on? Showtime are hanging up the gloves, for real, for real. It would make it easier to make the fights if PBC were on the zone. It would make it easier for them. It would make it easier for them. So I think they need to pull away the pride. The PBC need to pull away the pride and jump over to the zone. Get some of that the zone money. You've been talking about, get some of that Joshua money. You've been talking about that Joshua money. Come on over to the zone. The PBC don't got no love for the zone. Come on over to the zone. Make them fights easier. Get some of that Joshua money. Oh, yo, this is crazy, yo. This is crazy, yo. Some fans blame the decision to end boxing coverage on Showtime due to the poor product provided by the PBC, with mismatches galore involving many of their most popular fighters, such as Gervonta Davis, Jamal and Jamel Charlo. And how can we forget a career almost entirely built on mismatches? Of course, we're talking about the one Deontay Wilder. Yeah, I said it. Mismatches galore have been the death knell of Showtime, because I was working with the PBC. Soft matchups. It wasn't good. And it's effectively killed. Some say killed. It's killed Showtime. With the important fights never happening. You know what I mean? Sometimes the truth hurts, bro. Sometimes the truth hurts. Although PBC has excellent fighters, they're inactive for long periods. And when they do fight, it's frequently against hapless opposition with no chance of winning. Yeah. Take, for example, Tank Davis's last opponent. The inexperienced Ryan Garcia, who some would argue is an influencer disguised as a boxer. That's not fair. You can't say that about Ryan What the hell happened? You can't say that about Ryan Garcia. I mean, didn't Ryan Garcia, wasn't it Ryan Garcia who, I lost my damn place, so I found it back. Did we right the ship? We righted the ship. Wasn't it Ryan Garcia who knocked out the British boy, the Liverpudlian cat? I think it was. So put some respect on his name. Ryan. I call him King Rye. And Garcia. You fight him then. He's no good. Luke Campbell is the cat I'm talking about. Did they take Luke Campbell out in 7 rounds? Wasn't Luke Campbell an Olympian? Come on now, put some respect on his name. Put some respect on his name. Although PBC has excellent fighters, they're inactive. Yeah. They're inactive too much. The decision by Paramount to end boxing programming is due to the focus on streaming services, which suggests that the sport isn't producing the numbers needed to make it viable. Oh dear. Statement by Showtime boss Espinosa to Sport Business Journal. The company's decision is not a reflection of the work we have done in the recent years, nor of our long and proud history. Unfortunately, in a rapidly evolving media marketplace, the company has had to make difficult choices in allocating resources, resetting priorities, and reshaping its content offering. While today's news is certainly difficult and disappointing, it is entirely out of our control. Well, no, it wasn't out of your control, Espinosa. It wasn't out of your control. You are a part of the problem, Stephen Espinosa. You are a part of the problem. It was you who let PBC feed you a diet of weak ass. And you ate it. You ate it up. Remember that tune? Eat it, eat it, eat it, eat it. Don't you let me repeat it. Oh no. Yeah. You ate it up like Weird Al Yankovic. You know what I mean? You settled for a subpar product. You did. That's what you did. You let them sell you a lemon, and you kept on patching up the lemon. You'd send the lemon back. That's a dodgy car in places like America. They call them lemons. You'd send it back to the PBC garage. They'd patch it up a little bit with some old parts. Patch it up, send it back to you, say, yeah, it's good now. Then you'd buy that ish. You'd show that ish, and you'd eat that ish. And now look what happened to you. You died of ish poisoning. You are no more because you settled for BS from the PBC. Instead of going for gold, you went for bronze. Now, some people are going to say, Rafi's sending subliminals. But I'm just telling the truth. Instead of going for gold, you went for bronze. And because you didn't aspire to be the greatest, you faded into mediocrity. And you sounded the death knell for Showtime. So, what's the moral of the story? Moral story, people. If you accept Ish, then you won't be Ish. It'll pull you down. It'll drag you down. Don't accept mediocrity, either from yourself or others. You should be performing at a higher level. What can I say? How can we close the show? I'll say this one more time. Last time. Steven Espinosa. Instead of going for gold, you, sir, you went for bronze. And that saw your demise. That's it. Rick's in hospital. He'll be back next week. I didn't find out until we went live that he wouldn't be able to make it. But that's it. It's Raphael Dawkins, the Combat Radio. Look out for the videos. Like, subscribe, comment, share. And we'll be back for the next live, next Ask Rick. Next week will be Monday or it'll be Tuesday. You have to tune in and find out. You know, we are the Roughnecks Stout. And that's it. It's Raphael Dawkins, Combat Radio, and we are out. Just like Showtime. Blessed. Well, no, we're not like Showtime. We'll be back next week. They won't be back next week, but we'll be back next week. So it's not like Showtime. Don't want to jinx it. Don't jinx it. Don't jinx it.